often when we're in the outdoors, all we see are trees and dirt. But if you look a little bit closer, you never know what you might find. In this episode, we're going to give you some activities that will help you look at the outdoors just a little differently.
Check this out. I just found this natural log system and I've just been playing around putting some sticks on here to make a bit of a roof. It looks like it's already halfway to being a shelter. 3 things to think about when you're building a little house like this. Always make sure that other animals haven't already made their home in here. Things like ants and other insects. The second thing is that it really doesn't have to be that big. Think about how big you are, especially when you're laying down. That's all you need to fit in there. And the third thing, which is a bit of a fun challenge, try and make it all out of natural materials that you find in the area. Some other things that make great shelters are hollowed out trees and natural cave systems. So next time you're in the bush, keep your eye out for something that might be already half finished, and maybe you can build yourself a little house.
One of the things I like to do when I'm outside is practice my stalking. Now this involves finding any birds or animals that I can see and trying to get as close to them as possible. People think it's the colours you're wearing that make a difference to the animals, but a lot of the time it's just your shape. So if you can stay down low and out of sight, you have a better chance of getting closer to the animal. The other thing to pay attention to is the ground that you're walking on. Are your footsteps going to make a loud noise, or is there somewhere else you can put your feet that might be a little bit quieter?
You know, when you look at your environment differently, you never know what you might find. This looks a lot like an old artefact, and there's absolutely tons of these all around Australia. It's a real treasure to find and have a look at one of these. But remember, always put it back wherever you found it. Another cool thing you can find if you keep your eyes open are traces of animals. This here is the shell of a giant wood moth. Some people call them witchetty grubs. This one's already turned into a moth. This is where he went into the tree, and this is where he came out.
If you happen to be walking by sandy or muddy areas, a good thing to do is to check out who's been here before you. Animals leave tracks that are quite distinctive in those types of soils. You can take a piece of paper and a pencil on a walk with you, and you can draw the tracks that you see and take it home and find out what that animal might have been.
These are just a few ideas of things you can do outside to look at your environment differently. If you can think of any other good ideas, send them through to us and we might be able to feature them on a future episode.
And don't forget to follow us on YouTube at Being Human and on Insta and Facebook at Being Human Web Series.